Hello viewers, you are welcome to PTF Impact Drive. My name is Charity Lamte. You can call me Miss Vocal. I am your host for this talk show. On this show, we bring you solutions to issues on leadership, entrepreneurship, and youth empowerment in order to create a perfect society. Today's episode is an interview with the founder of the Positive Transformation Foundation. He is going to take us through the journey of how far PTF has come. Join me as we zoom into the discussion. Hello, Mr. Emmanuel Adjah. You are welcome to today's show. It's good to have you.
Oh, nice. Thank you very much, Madam Charity. I like your outfit.
Thank you. You're also looking very smart.
Thank you very much.
Alright, so today we want you to tell us about Positive Transformation Foundation.
PTF is a non-governmental and a non-profit-making organization seeking to welcome people from diverse nations and different cultural practices who seek better understanding of development in the society. So PTF is basically into the vision, the resolution of leadership, creating a perfect society.
Wow, that's awesome. Creating a perfect society. Alright, so in what year was the vision born? When did you sit down to think about this whole PTF thing?
Okay, so PTF started in 2017, November 2017. That was when I, myself, and then my co-founder, big ups to him, that is Emmanuel Adjah. He's also with my name, Emmanuel Adjah.
Wow,
we came up with this idea to drive solutions like create a perfect society, a society whereby we can have perfectness in everyone's life. So we sat down and put all things together to come up with this noble organization.
Okay, so since 2017 you started, what are some of the activities you have engaged in as an NGO?
Okay, so PTF is into 3 different activities. That is, the first one is Leaders, Inspiration and Vision Empowerment.
Okay.
And then the second one is Street Children Mobilization. Okay. And then the third one is Development through Sanitation and Technology.
Okay. So you would have to tell us more about it.
Exactly. So I will do justice to that. So PTF, our mission, is we are putting smiles on sad faces and inspiring change in the society.
Hey, I'm sad. Put a smile on my face.
Wow. So with this has given birth to 3 of the activities I've earlier on mentioned. Okay. So with the Leaders, Inspiration and Vision Empowerment, what we do is that we organize symposiums, powerful talks, campaigns to empower our audience or our members with the skills in leadership and then with financial knowledge to lead all kinds of developmental and financial activities within the society. Okay, so that is what we do in the aspect of Leaders, Inspiration and Vision Empowerment. Okay,
so in summary, the Leaders, Inspiration and Vision Empowerment create platforms or training sessions where you empower people to be financially independent and also to take up leadership positions.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. So you were talking about the Street Children Mobilization. How is that?
That is our second activity that we work on. Okay. So PTF into Street Children Mobilization is beyond just donating to them on the streets. Okay, so we have this project that we are working on whereby we will be taking care of a number of street children in schools, giving them sustainable parental care, education in ICT and the normal education, that is the basic education as well, and also training them in some technical and vocational skills. Okay, so this is what PTF Street Children Mobilization is all about.
Okay, so the street children, how do you mobilize them? Do you get people to speak to them while they're on the street? Because there are lots of street children on the streets of Accra, just Accra. So do you go out there and speak to them that I want to train you, then you pick the person up and then go and give the person the training? Or how has the activity been so far?
Okay, so with regards to the Street Children Mobilization, it's not just a one-day job. So it's a system already that have been created within PTF, working on creating a relationship, a family relationship with both the parents of the street children and then the street children as well. You get it, so that they understand what exactly PTF Street Children Mobilization is about and what benefit is to them. You get it? So this is what we do. We have engagements with them, we go on the street, have talks with them, take them to restaurants and then understand what they're going through.
Okay, you give them
dates with them. Yes, we have dates with them, and then so that they can understand the family we want to create with them. You get me? So this is what PTF Street Children Mobilization is about. So this is how we get to mobilize them to a particular place into schools, so that they can get that particular skills that we want them to get. You get it?
Okay, so since 2017, approximately how many children have you been able to take through this program?
Currently, we have 4 children in schools that I even don't have. I haven't had taste of. They are in good schools. 4 street children.
Would you mind giving us some names?
Oh no, please.
Okay, that's all right.
Ghana, we have a constitution that protects the children very well.
Okay, that's fine.
So I cannot put their names or their pictures out here. Even if they should grow.
And they become prominent people, they will come and mention your name and mention the school they went to. Okay, that's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Right, so their names cannot be put on.
Okay, so you mentioned a third activity you undertake.
Exactly.
Which is the sanitation, if I get it right.
Development through sanitation and technology.
Okay, so please tell us about that.
Okay, development through sanitation and technology is all about arresting problems with sanitation through technology. Okay, so that is what it's about. That is the basics of it. So what we do is that we create technological means to arrest sanitation problems like littering on the floor. Because Ghana here we don't have a lot of dustbins around. So PTF, Sanitech, that is how we shorten to be. Okay,
so actually for your sanitation exercise, I think I myself has been part of, I think 2 of your exercise, one at Kasua and then the other in the Legon campus. Alright, so you were talking about technological means. Yes, I want you to touch more on that. Which new technologies have you come about to solve our sanitation problems?
Okay, so if I say we've come about, I wouldn't be doing justice to the audience. But we are working on certain technologies, okay? So the team is working on a technology, for instance, to reduce waste through waste segregation, okay? Which means separating the waste into, say, paper, organic, and inorganic materials. You get me? And then they're also working on a dustbin that is a smart instant recycling.
Oh wow.
Okay, so very soon all these things will be outdoor on our live conferences as time goes on when they are done. Okay, so this is what we are doing in terms of Sanitech, that is sanitation technology of Positive Transformation Foundation.
Okay, right. So looking at all these things you are doing, that means you should be having a lot of hands. How many people are in your team? How many, let's say, individuals are part of PTF?
Okay, so I'll take it from here, from the membership to the executive members. Okay. Because everyone here is really and equally important in the organization.
I see.
Because when we take the members, for instance, I myself, I'm really amazed at the speed at which the members are growing, how people are feeling the vibe in PTF. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Okay, so PTF started in 2017 till now is 3 years old, and we have closer to 500 members already.
500?
Yes.
Wow.
And all these people are supporting one way or the other, either by volunteering or donating the least amount to help support our activities. Okay. So aside that, we are on our executive portfolio, we are almost 50 people already. Okay. And all these people are really working harder to push the agenda higher.
Okay, so out of the 50, I suppose you have directors who are in charge of the various programs you've spoken about.
Exactly.
Okay, okay, that's excellent. So this 500 membership, how do you manage them? Where are they? Are they all in University of Ghana, or they are spread out in all the regions?
Okay, so Positive Transformation Foundation is in partnership with University of Ghana, University of Cape Coast, University for Development Studies, that is
UDS. Yeah.
And we are also in partnership with University for Professional Studies, UPSC, and UAW. Currently working to get the partnership with Central University College.
Okay.
So this is what we have members on all these chapters, and so bringing them together makes up closer to 500.
Okay, so in all these universities you have mentioned, you have, I think, presidents.
We have
executives who are in charge of the membership in those chapters.
That's
okay,
right.
That's awesome. So beginning the PTF journey, did you have any doubt, or were you getting some setbacks that was preventing you from pushing forward with the vision, or you were scared that you're not going to be successful?
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of them.
That's a heavy breath. Well, tell us.
Yeah, it's true. In such things that are not personally profiting to, and also you have to be putting in much effort. Because
putting effort without money. Oh, that's hard.
Exactly. So sometimes I have to be facing, I have to be missing classes for PTF acts and other things as well. I have to be taking time off from my side hustles and go for PTF. I faced a lot, yes. And I remember in 2018, after our first sanitation exercise, I nearly gave up on PTF. I nearly gave up on the whole thing because we were expecting much vim for the program. It was awesome though.
What program was that?
It was a sanitation exercise at Kaswa.
Oh, okay. That was there?
Yeah.
So why were you discouraged?
Yeah, I was discouraged because of certain government institutions whom we were supposed to partner with to do the job.
Oh, okay.
They failed.
So the partnership wasn't coming.
Yes, we wrote to some organizations. I don't want to mention names. Okay. So we wrote to some organizations, to government organizations to help, okay, including the assembly. But at the end of the day, everything was just placed on us like ways to.
So you ended up using your own funds to support the program,
exactly.
And that was very tiring.
That was very tiring, and the amount involved in organizing such a cleanup exercise, it wasn't easy. We thought we had a vision of installing dustbins on the street of Kaswa. At the end of the day, we didn't get any support from anyone to install even a single dustbin.
Wow.
But so with all these kind of things, I thought it wise that, this is not fetching anything for me personally. Why do I have to be wasting much time on it until inspirations and motivations start coming from?
Okay, so that's where I want to go to. So what's motivated you, or what's driven you to move on or to keep going on?
I would say the first thing is that I don't like anything that has been done wrong.
Okay, explain.
That should have been done right.
Explain.
So if I see it, I am quickly motivated to change it. So for instance, let me use sanitation as an example.
Okay.
So going around and seeing litters around everywhere, gutters being choked with litters and go, I don't feel good at all. So I'm self-motivated to do that.
Okay, so your motivation is that the problem is still there and it's not solved, so you can't
So I believe that I can still do something about it. So that's the first thing. Aside that, to my members, and then especially the executive team members, they just kept me working. Emmanuel, what's the next program? Let's decide on something. There we go. And then our patrons too are the ultimate motivation to all the members, executives, and including me, for PTF to be going as far as possible.
Okay, so looking at your vision for PTF, who can you say has been your biggest fan or your biggest inspiration towards the vision?
This question, I cannot be specific on this, but I would say that everyone who has put a little effort in pushing PTF to this point has been my biggest inspiration. Okay, they've done so well, worked hard, especially the executive members, and thanks to them very well. Thanks to them for such motivation.
Okay, so I want us to go back when you were talking about your challenges, like your sanitation program, when you didn't get funding from the partnership you were expecting. So how do you generate fund as an NGO?
Alright, so that's our biggest problem, funding. For almost all the NGOs in the world, their biggest problem.
Are you sure? Some NGOs have ways.
Most of them. With that, even, you see, our programs or activities are not profit-making intended. Okay, so asking people to invest in whatever you are doing is very difficult to come together to do so.
Okay.
So it's a problem to most of the organizations, almost all of us.
So far, how has your funding been?
All right. So with that, that is why I say that the members have been very, very good to us.
The members contribute towards the program?
Exactly. Oh. Majority of us are students. 95% of the members are students. But they are doing so well with the tokens they donate to support every little activity of the organization.
Okay.
So we can I hereby would like to throw this out there that corporate organizations, other NGOs, governments, they should help whatever idea that we put for them. Because I believe it has a very big impact on especially sanitation, street children, and we have good leaders to lead every activity in this nation.
Okay, you have done justice to what I wanted to talk about. Okay, so now we are wrapping up. I want you to give us an idea of where PTF is going. What should we expect from PTF going forward? You have already mentioned what you've done. We want to know what we should expect from you.
Okay, so PTF, our future is just like this. We want to create the atmosphere whereby each and every one of us will just have smiles on our faces, looking at everything we have. We wouldn't be facing a lot of challenges, which means a perfect society. You get me? Okay. So, in the aspect of sanitation, not making Ghana the cleanest, but at least reducing waste through technological means should be one of our priority, and also taking care of street children should be one of our priority. Either we hold their hands today and take care of them, or they hold guns at us when they grow. You get me? So it's either we curtail that problem, we mitigate that problem, or we leave them there, and then when I or you become an MP one day, they hold gun at you.
Because they are hungry.
Yes, please. Okay. So because when both of us are growing, we are privileged to be in the university, but they are not privileged to do so. So who do we want them to grow into? Okay. So at the nation, it is one thing that we have to come together and look at it. So this is what PTF is driving at. And then lastly, to have good leaders in the nation, all over the world, good leaders, patriotic leaders. Okay. So this is what PTF is driving towards.
All right. Thank you so much, Emmanuel. Mr. Emmanuel Adjah, for coming to this show today. It's good to have you, for sharing your experience as a founder of an NGO with us. It's been an awesome time spending with you. Everything you have told us is very enlightening. I myself, I want to be an entrepreneur, but Charlie, with all these things that people talk about, it scares us. But if you've been to this stage so far, 3 years, and you are still going on, we can all do it. And I'm sure that all my viewers are also going to take their bits from this interview and then apply it, and then also, no matter what setbacks they have, they are going to push forth and then also become successful. This has been the PTF Impact Drive. So I want to say a very big thank you to our production team for putting this together. It has been awesome working with you all. Thanks to Emmett and numbers of media giants. You guys are so phenomenal. And also to our CEO of Positive Transformation Foundation. This collaboration wouldn't have been best if you didn't join hands with me. And also a thank you to my makeup artist, Zafra Makeover, Jifa of Volta Hall. Thank you for making me look good today. And you, my viewer, for watching this show. Oh, I don't know what to say. God bless you so much. All I want you to do is to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and then share with your friends so that they will also be inspired by our message today. Thank you so much for staying with us. We shall meet again next week Saturday for our next episode. God bless you and have a lovely week.